trying to log into the video so I can see your comments. It's going to be a slow start today. Hello, everyone. Not sure why my phone is not letting me do comments, but we'll see what we can do. Hi, I'm talking quietly because I'm having some trouble breathing and talking. So I'm going to be talking a little quietly. I'm quite under the weather. I was able to rally for today. I hope to rally for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be talking feathers. If I can sit and talk without coughing and dying. It's the flu is the gift that's been keeping on giving me. So happy New Year, everyone. I hope yours has started off well. Mine has started off the way the last one ended, which was with the flu. Let's see. I am now. I hope yours has started off well. Let me turn off the volume. And I think I finally found where I can get your comments. Hello, Happy New Year, everyone. I'm so glad to see you. I have been resting a lot, like sleeping for 36 hours straight. I did get the pattern written for A Clowder of Cats, and I'm so excited about that. As with any of my patterns, if you notice any problems, if the math doesn't work, if I've made a mistake, message me. I can fix it right away. I appreciate the volunteer proofreading that you give. I don't get offended if you say, hey, your math's wrong here, or there's a typo, because I'm a one-woman show. I pack all the orders, I make all the quilt, I write all the patterns, I ship everything. It's only me, so I guarantee there will be problems. Hello, everyone. I'm glad to see you. So I thought today what we would talk about is different ways to quilt A Clowder of Cats. I really, really love this quilt, and I'm definitely looking forward to quilting it. I'm not up to wrestling a quilt to baste it quite yet, but I'm looking forward to quilting it, and I have a bunch of ideas. And last year in 2022, on our Wednesday night group, we talked about different ways to quilt different quilts. And since we're going to be using our Wednesday nights to go over quilting classes, I thought I'd move How Should I Quilt It to our Tuesdays. So that's something I have going on now. And I can share my screen, go over to the quilt, because it's dark in here, and you'll see the quilt. Leave me ideas of how you think you might want to quilt the cat quilt. Oh, I'm so glad you're liking the cat quilt. I do love the cat quilt too. Hi, everybody. It's good to see you all. So let me share my screen if I can figure out how to do that. Share screen, window, this one. Hello. I think that's showing up now. Let's see if that looks what it looks like on my other computer. There we go. So is that larger? Yes, excellent. So that's the cats. I decided to do my cats in somewhat realistic cat colors. So I chose black cats, I chose calico cats, I chose tuxedo cats, and I chose tabby cats. I'm loving it. And I knew there was a risk of doing cats because people either love cats or don't. But I thought it was cute enough that people might like it, even if they weren't big cat lovers. So, things I think of when I think of cats, when I look at quilting this, let me bring up my pen. There, it's working. So, when I think of cats, one of the things I can do here is let's find a face and get a white marker. There we go. Happy New Year. So, I could add faces to my cat, or just that much. I could add little mouths to them, little eyes. I'm probably not going to do that, but I could. Can I do a free motion mouse or mice? That's on the list. Good, great call. Let's see. So let's come down here. What would a mouse look like? So a mouse has a little ear. That's basically what I see as a mouse. Um, I don't know if we have any other different kinds. It could be a mouse. That kind of looks more like a hedgehog. But yes, we could definitely look into mice on there. What I was thinking of doing, I could even do fish bones because cats like fish, right? I could work on the mouse. What I was thinking of doing, though, was working on paw prints. So when I've done paw prints, um, I can do a paw print that's a circle and then come up with toes. That's kind of a generic animal. I can also do toe beans like this and then work my way around. Because I think cat's toes look like this. So you got a boomerang. There's the toe beans. You can stretch them out maybe more centered than that. Now, if I'm going to do toe beans like that, I can either make them like a stencil and put it all over so that all over my quilt, I have and then I'm wandering my way around and making another foot and just make them part of a free motion design everywhere. I could also have them going in lines. One of the harder things to do when getting started machine quilting is figuring out how to put your pattern all over a quilt. Because getting the spacing of where to put something all over a quilt and how not to paint yourself in a corner can be challenging. But I could do a line of um, I could do feet going across or up and down, whatever you think the top is, since this quilt doesn't have a top. Maybe I'll change to a red pen. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm at the if I talk, I cough stage, so I've got to talk really quietly, and I'm hoping the microphone picks it up. So I can do, rows of feet going across the quilt like that. Cat's tails. I like that one. So that could be like that. And what I would do is just keep making the cat tails going all the way around. Just taking a swirl. Thanks, Carol. I'm glad my voice is coming through. Excellent, excellent. Oh, I must be loud if I'm coming through all the way to Australia, Amelia. So I do like that idea. I could come through and do whiskers. Let's do over here, whiskers. Can do a little bit of everything. Little fish tails. So I'm not really sure what I'm doing yet, but I'm not in a great I'm not going to be quilting it immediately anyway. Does anybody have a must have? I could do the mice. Like I said, I'm working on a good mouse for this. The whiskers are cute, aren't they? I kind of like that a lot. So what would happen, let me clear off a lot of this board. What would happen if I did whiskers here, work my way around whiskers here, just trying to see what that would look like if I did rows of whiskers going across. I don't think that's enough quilting. I think I'd have to put something else in there, but that would give it the cat feel to it. So many options. I like the mice too, the tails. I think it gives a lot to it. Now, as I said, some of our color blocks that go wild are going to have a little bit of applique on them, but don't freak out. It's not hand applique. It's nothing you have to repair. I use Craftex, which is paper, but it's fabric, but it's paper, but it's fabric, and it sews on really easily. And they're just a couple little pieces to help give the animal its shape. But I did want to start out with a pieced one. So I have some that are all pieced. I have some that are some piecing, piecing plus a little bit of applique. But yeah, every month will be a little bit different. Now, what's fun about this quilt, as people are making their own, and I know people are making their own. They're like, oh, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do mine all in teal or purple, or I'm going to do cats this way. If you remember the pumpkin quilt from last year, which was Pumpkin Patch in September of 2022, you can still sign up for 2022 color blocks at debbiebrownquilts.com. And it's free. This quilt block, this cat block, and the pumpkin block are the same size. So they alternate with each other in a quilt if you want to make a Halloween quilt between black cats and pumpkins. So they will fit together. So I think those are some of the ideas I had. I'm going to play around with it a little bit more. I do like the whiskers, and I do like the feet, the toe beans. So I'll see what I'm going to do with that. Let me see if I can stop sharing, get back to my main screen. Hello. So that's what I have for different ways to quilt that. Carol, you're going to do it as a birthday quilt. I think someone might have a Halloween birthday with black cats and pumpkins. So that is January's quilt. I will quilt it and put it on video and upload it when it gets done. The pattern is up and ready for you to download right now. If you go to Color Blocks Goes Wild, which is the 2023 color block program, yes, you do have to sign into another class because I'm going to close out. The classes are separate classes. So it's like book 1, book 2, book 3. When book 2 comes out, you got to go get it. So they're free. So it's okay. But yes, you do have to enroll to get this. And then you can have it forever. It's free. You can enroll, keep it forever. When I get to the point where it's no longer free, where I will be charging for it, as long as you're enrolled, you never have to pay for it. So enroll while it's free and it's yours forever. Now, tomorrow, if I'm able to have enough wind to do this, I'm going to, we're going to start on some feathers. And we're going to go through the first lesson in the machine quilted feathers class I have online. I'm going to have the video on Debbie Brown's machine quilting Facebook group and also on YouTube. I know a lot of people look for things on YouTube, so I'm trying to move it over there as well for people who aren't on Facebook. So they'll be in both places. It's free to listen to, my extra material that I'm giving here. The course is a paid course if you want to buy that as well. If you've already purchased it and haven't done the class yet, go through it with us. I will be showing you, hopefully, when I get enough wind to do so, some alternate quilts you can make if you want to practice more feathers but don't want to make the patterns that are in the class. Now, the class has, I think, 8 different patterns in it, patterns included, that if you make this quilt and then you quilt it, you'll have practiced that feather. So if you've already done it and want something different, I hope to give you some alternate ideas. The alternate idea for tomorrow is a la mode. And that is a cutie pattern of mine. Someone asked what a cutie pattern was. Now, a cutie pattern uses 16 fat eighths of fabric because a fat eighth is a cutie. My friend named it that. So we sell cutie packs that are 16 fat eighths. We sell cutie patterns that show you how to use 16 fat eighths. And it's just a fun way to use small amounts of fabric to get a lot of bang for your buck and play with new fabrics. So hopefully I'll have new content for you tomorrow. There's a chance I will be under the weather and unable to meet. If in that case, everything just pushes back for a week. I apologize for that, but it's the reality of life, especially, as flu and everything is going around. Hello, Amelia, again, happy New Year. So I will see you hopefully tomorrow night at 7 o'clock New York time. I will make an announcement if I'm not going to be able to make it, and we will push it back for a week. But stay well, happy quilting, and take good care of yourselves as you're taking care of each other. Happy quilting, everyone.